Good evening, everyone. Well, actually, good early AM, everyone. T-Speaker 222 XRP Future Millionaire with the side bet on XOM and Future Digibet OG. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in. It's 3:42 AM. And I'd like to thank you for tuning in to the overnight radio show. This is episode 4. And in this show, we're going to be covering the different dividends and going through the basic balance sheets and that kind of thing for some of these main mining stocks that you see me always talk about. So we'll go through it the most basic way I know. First, I'm going to go through the commodities real quick. Well, first, the dollar index is down, 0.3 cents to $90.47. Expect that to continue downward pretty quickly here. Crude oil is up 0.11% to $70.82. We had gold, it's down $2, a dollar to $18.64 right now. Platinum's down about $1.70, $11.61.29. Silver's down 15 cents to $27.68. Copper's down 10 cents to $4.41 per ounce or per pound. Fortuna Silver Mines is down 2 cents to $6.58. We had Commerce Resources was down 0.7 cents. Or 3.24% down to 0.2356. That's where I bought 12,222 shares earlier today, or yesterday. We've also got, let's see, we went Fortuna, Fortuna was down, Barrick Gold. It was down 0.34% to 23.15. Kenross was down 0.05, or 5 cents to 776. B2 Gold was down just under 0.5% to 491. Yamana Gold is down 0.75% to 897. Lost a handle on $9. I expect it to gather that pretty quickly. AAU's 1.4% down to 53.34. GPL is down 1.58% to 70.54. So what I want to do while you guys are here tonight on the overnight radio show, I want to go over each of these, starting with Barrick Gold, just so you guys get a better understanding of what's going on. I'm going to keep it simple. I'm not going to go to my Charles Schwab, because then we're going to have to go through too much stuff, and I'm going to overwhelm you on the first day. So the share price for Barrick Gold is $23.15. Their market cap is $41.17 billion. They've got a huge market cap. Their revenue the last year was $12.69 billion. Revenue growth year over year, 22.39%. That's fantastic. Gross profit, $4.99 billion. So net profit, $2.4 billion. Today's volume was 13 million. Their average volume is 15.68 million. Their PE ratio is 16.72, so that's pretty solid. Price sales ratio, 3.24. Operating margin, 37.30%. So they've still got a lot of cash on hand. And their dividend yield is 1.54%. What is Barrick Gold? Well, they're based in Toronto. Barrick Gold is one of the world's largest gold producers, operating mines in North America, South America, Australia, and Africa. In 2020, the firm produced nearly 4.8 million attributable ounces of gold and nearly 460 million pounds of copper. As of December 31st, 2020, Barrick had 68 million ounces and 13 billion pounds of proven and probable gold and copper reserves, respectively. So that's some good information about Barrick Gold. We'll continue down the list. I'll go to Fortuna Silver Mines now, so you can see what I'm always excited about. I just don't have them because they don't pay a dividend. But you guys see me build up with them a little bit. So obviously they're at $6.58. They have a $1.22 billion market cap. They have $344 million in revenue the last 12 months. They have a 38.66% revenue growth. $144 million in gross profits and $52.45 million in net profits the last 12 months. They averaged 3.15 million in volume, PE of 23.22, slightly elevated. Price sales ratio 3.54 and operating margin 30.90. That's fantastic. No dividend, which sucks. Go to about, so you guys can see Fortuna Silver Mines is a Canada-based precious metals producer. Its business operations comprised of mining and related activities in Latin America, including exploration, extraction, and processing of silver, lead, zinc, and silver, gold, and the sale of these products. The company operates the Calomos silver, lead, and zinc mine in southern Peru and the San Jose silver gold mine in southern Mexico, and is developing the Lindero Gold project, which is going to be huge, by the way. If you don't know about it, look up the Lindero Gold project. In northern Argentina, its operating segment includes Badius, Cuscatlán, and Mansfield. The company generates maximum revenue from the Cuscatlán segment. Sorry, my voice is cracking. It's not helping with these names. So we'll continue. So that was Barrick. We got Fortuna Silver Mines. Let's go to AUI. I'm going to go down the list like this. I know you guys want to hear B2 Gold, but that's what I'm in. So I'm going to share that one just in a second. So we've got the share price is $5.07 a share for Yamana Gold right now. 4.9 billion market cap, 1.63 billion in revenue the last 12 months, 4.16% revenue growth year over year, 578 million in gross profits, 213 million in net profits the last 12 months. Average volume 10.53 million, so it's slightly under average today by about 30%, so something's gearing up. The PE ratio is 22.95, also slightly elevated. Price sales ratio 3.01, operating margin 29.42%, so they got plenty of cash on hand. Dividend yield 2.07%, so very, very nice. Yamana Gold Inc. is a Canadian-based precious metals producer with gold and silver production, development stage properties, exploration properties, and land position throughout the Americas, including Canada, Brazil, Chile, and Argentina. The company's portfolio includes 5 operating gold mines and various advanced and near development stage projects and exploration properties in Canada, Brazil, Chile, and Argentina. The projects of the company include Jacobina Mining Complex, Alpenen Mine, Canadian Malartic Mine, Cerro Moro Mine, and Minera Florida Mine. So they've got a lot of stuff going on, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Yamana Gold in over 20 bucks a share one day, if not way more than that. Let's go to Hecla Mining real quick. I know, guys, this is a lot to take in, but the best thing for me to do is break it down to you and then just keep hammering it home to you day after day. Hecla Mining, mind you, this one only has like a 0.6% dividend, so I don't have any. But it's a great mine. It's a great company. So, or they have a great mine. So anyhow, share price is $8.97, market cap $4.8 billion, $763 million in revenue the last year. Revenue growth 16.12%, so a healthy growth year over year. 175.82 million in gross profits the last 12 months, 19.37 million in net profits the last 12 months. And their average volume is 9.13 million in volume. PE ratio 247, so that's way up there. So they're basically like Tesla acting, you know, they're in fiction land. So that'll correct itself. Price sales ratio 6.29, operating margin 13.67%. So they've got a lot. They've got some margin left over, and dividend yield is 0.44%, which could play into the PE ratio, which means their company's probably overvalued and their valuation can't be held up, or they're at top end of the valuation. But anyhow, that's a way too high PE number. Just we'll get into the PEs at a later time. So now we need to do, I want to do B2 Gold last. Let's see. We went through, let's see. Went through Barrick. Oh no, we need to do Kenross. So we went through B2 Gold. Hecla. We went through Yamana. We've already done GPL and AU at different times. And plus they're junior mining companies, so that doesn't go into this. These are dividend companies that we're covering right now. So let's do Kenross real quick to make sure we stay transparent. So 9.79 billion in market cap. It's $7.76 a share at the current moment of recording. Revenue 12 months, 4.2 billion in revenue. Revenue growth 20.30% year over year, so that's fantastic. Growth profit 12 months 1.58 billion. Net profit 1.37 billion. So like I said, Kenross is a very, very good company. And if it wasn't for the dividend rate with B2 Gold, I probably would have Kenross. All things being equal, they're both equal to me. So today their average volume is 11.42 million, PE 7.15, fantastic. Price sales ratio 2.27, operating margin 29.95% with a healthy dividend of 1.53%. Kenross Gold is a Canada-based senior gold producer. Notice most of them are based in Canada, producing roughly 2.4 million gold equivalent ounces in 2020. The company had 30 million ounces of proven and probable gold reserves and 59 million ounces of silver reserves at the end of 2020. It operates mines and focuses its greenfield and brownfield exploration in the Americas, West Africa, and Russia. The company has historically used acquisitions to fuel expansion into new regions and production growth. So that's pretty interesting. Obviously, as far as the books go, they have the best cash flow, as you've seen so far. Now we go to B2 Gold, my personal favorite. Between this and Kenross, it's hard for me to say when you're not talking about junior mining companies. But at this current time, I picked this one because of the dividend. And it's cheaper. So the current price, $4.91. So you save almost $3 a share. Market cap, $5.16 billion. Revenue last 12 months, $1.77 billion. So you guys see where I'm going with this. Revenue growth, year over year, 39.22%. That's unbelievable. Gross profit, $923 million. Net profit, $647 million. Average daily volume, 6.20. PE rating at a healthy 7.96. Pretty similar to Kenross. Price sales ratio, 2.91. Operating margin, 48.55%. Dividend yield, 3.34%. That's a very healthy dividend. And I enjoy it every single month. Well, my 3.34% a year. B2 Gold Corp is a gold mining company with approximately 3 operating mines with numerous exploration projects across 4 continents and various countries, including Nicaragua, the Philippines, Namibia, Mali, and Burkina Faso. The company's reportable operating segments include its mining operations and development projects, namely Fekola, Masbate, Otjikoto, other mineral properties, and corporate and other. It generates maximum revenue from the Fekola mine segment. So this is my personal favorite. So between this and Kenross, it's very hard to say. I love Barrick. It's just too expensive, and because I want to add it, and I'm sick of not having it on the list, I'm going to add Core Mining. I don't know if they're going to cover it. Oh, there it is. So this is one that we have to cover too, so I'm going to add it. And I was waiting for a smooth transition. It's CO. And it's a little more expensive, but Barrick Gold is way more expensive than this. But I'm telling you, this is another one, and you'll see when I show you the operating costs, why you have to have this one. Even more than Hecla. We can get rid of Hecla mining. Just for argument's sake, if I was going to pick one or the other, I would take Core Mining. But we're going to keep Hecla on here too, because it's just one to keep your eye on. So Core Mining would go above Hecla. So okay, so keep these down here. I like to keep these set up for a reason. So speculative ones, then our junior mining companies, and then our more seasoned veteran ones. So B2 Gold is going to be up here, right under there. You know, Fortuna Silver Mine is a silver, so I put it kind of like that because it's but I'll fix that later. So now let's go into Core Mining. So Core Mining, you guys will be fucking happy about these too. This is a healthy company, one that you can add to your repertoire and put it on your watch list. And we've talked about it a lot before, I just haven't added it. So share price is $10.72 at the time of recording. Market cap is $2.61 billion. Revenue last 12 months is $806 million. Revenue growth year over year is 10.65%. Gross profit in the last 12 months is $194.45 million. Net profit, $39.59 million. This is the only reason I didn't tell you, because they don't have a dividend, as I told you before, but we have another one on the list without a dividend. But this is one you need to watch for the future. It's not currently in my portfolio, but it's one that needs to be watched for future progress. Today's average volume is 4.48 million. P ratio is a little elevated at 65.93. Price sales ratio 3.23. Operating margin 15.84%. And the black eyes, the no dividend. But Fortuna Silver Mines also doesn't have a dividend, but Fortuna Silver Mines has a much healthier book. So Core Mining Inc. is a metals producer focused on mining precious minerals in the Americas. It is involved in the discovery and mining of gold and silver and generates the vast majority of revenue from the sales of these precious metals. The operating mines of the company are Palmagero, Rochester, Wharf, and Kensington. Its projects are located in the United States, Canada, and Mexico, North America. So it's a very healthy company. It just doesn't pay a dividend, and I prefer to stay towards dividend-paying companies. Yeah, see, they're not going to have any of the other one. I don't really think I want to go over. Yeah, no. I like what I have for you guys right now. This is way too. This gets into a whole nother ballpark. Good company. So that's just some insight on why these are on my list. I didn't go over AAU and GPL because they are junior mining companies, and that's not what I'm covering right now. I was covering mostly dividend-paying stocks, which now that you guys have seen Core Mining, we can get rid of Core Mining. I finally showed you the books. You can make it up your decision, but I want to keep dividend-paying stocks aside from, my junior mining companies. I want to build assets, or Fortuna Silver Mines is on here, but that's because this is a company that one day will pay a dividend. I'm telling you, this is a company that's leaps and bounds ahead of some of the rest. So, T-Speak 222 XRP Future Millionaire with the side bet on XLM and Future Digibite OG. I hope you guys enjoyed day 4 of the overnight radio show. I have a lot of fun doing it. Every single night I'm going to do something different. So consider joining Tom's Army for $9.99 a month. You get your own separate private community that's away from the public, away from the Johnny-come-lately, so you don't have to worry about all the bullshit. You come in here, you relax. We have our community that's dedicated to helping each other, and we're all like-minded. So when you go in there, it's a completely different feel. It feels like you're getting VIP treatment. So if you want to donate, links in the description. I know a lot of people would prefer to donate than just do it through YouTube, and I respect that. Believe me, I do. And then if you want to join Tom's Army, links also in the description. Aside from that, there's not much more that I can really say. The only other thing that I wanted to touch real quick is I wanted to pull up. We've done it once, but while we're here, whoops, doodles, TMR. I want to pull you up the about of the CMRCF financials. You guys deserve to see it. So, damn, I wish I could pull this up. It's so hard to pull this up, though, because it's on the OTC, so you got to try to find. Okay, so its market cap is 19,519,256. The trade data. We want to get more. Company description. This is what I wanted you guys to see, and then I'll let you go. So, Commerce Resource Corp is a junior mineral resource company focused on the development of the ashram, rare earth, and fluorospore deposit located in Quebec, Canada. The company is positioning to be one of the lowest cost rare earth producers globally, with a specific focus on being a long-term supplier of mixed rare earth carbonate and or NdPr oxide to the global market. The ashram deposit is characterized by simple rare earth monazite, bastanazite, xenotime, and gangu carbonates. Mineralogy, a large tonnage resource at favorable grade, and has demonstrated the production of high-grade greater than 45% REO mineral concentrates at high recovery greater than 70%, in line with active global producers. In addition to being one of the largest rare earth deposits globally, Ashram is also one of the largest fluorospore deposits globally and has the potential to be a long-term supplier to the met spar and acid spar markets. Commerce Resources also owns the Blue River Tantalum, and this is what I talked about before, in the niobium project in British Columbia with the Upper Fur deposit, which has a significant defined resource and a positive PEA release in 2011. So they own the niobium project in British Columbia. They're running it and own it. That's huge. The Blue River Tantalum and niobium project. Guys, we're going to cover that in probably tomorrow's overnight radio show. But guys, you're free to leave. Like I tell my class, stay true, stay blessed, and I hope you guys are enjoying these overnight radio shows, because guys, this is something different. I'm going to bring you new information every single night to show you how much I appreciate each and every one of you for being dedicated to this audience. Let's try to get a few more people every night to watch the overnight radio show. The first night we had about 230. The second night we had about 290. And then when I woke up for yesterday's show, we had over 320. So let's just try to keep improving that every single day. Like I said, knowledge is power. Sleep well, everybody. And if you're off to work, stay safe. Drink that cup of coffee and pay attention.